Welcome everyone to another episode of our heart-powered, inspiring interview series. And today we have a very special friend of mine. The first time I met him, he touched my heart and I was really impressed. He is an international teacher and coach, and he is best known for his transformational programs with high achievers who are often in the public eye. He works with German national football players, with pop stars, and of course with top CEOs and entrepreneurs. And following a fortunate career on stage himself, you've seen him in pretty prestigious movies actually, he now works with clients worldwide. He's mostly helping them to really break through their self-sabotages and their limiting beliefs that I think we all have inside of ourselves. And I think it's a lifelong journey to let go of them. And I personally love one of the programs, one of his greatest programs he's running is called On Top of the World and Still Not Happy. And I think we're all in that point from time to time where we feel like we're on top of the world and still we are not shining from the inside out. So I'm really happy to introduce to you all my dear, dear friend, Gido Schimanski today. And yeah, it's wonderful to have you, Gido, with us in our heart-powered, inspiring interview today. Welcome.
It's wonderful to be here, and it's always wonderful having a conversation with you, whether it's on camera or off camera. So I'm just excited about that.
Great. And I know that you're going to inspire and, uplift all of us and share some valuable advice with us. So why don't we jump in right away? Tell us, we're going through challenging times right now. And again, there is a time of incredible opportunity, as both of us know. What do you do right now to keep you positive and vibrant and joyful and in the vortex?
I do quite a bit, but it's always the same. But before I tell you what I do, I just want to say how important it is to make sure that we stay what you call in the vortex, to stay connected, centered, and balanced with ourselves. Because it keeps us open to new solutions, it keeps us open to new opportunities. And that's why we need to stay in the vortex and not spiral downwards. And the number one thing for me that keeps me, or that makes sure that I am in the vortex, is a morning ritual. It's a strong ritual that I have in the morning. So I wake up, my ritual, yours might be different, is inspired by Robin Sharma. I do get up and I go straight onto my yoga mat and do a little workout just till I slightly start sweating. I do something called 5 Tibetans. Some of my friends go jogging or they do a slight weightlifting program. Important is to know that our cortisol levels, what we call the hormone of fear, is cortisol, is actually quite high. It's the highest in the mornings. Now, what most people do is they are already in their fear when they wake up, simply because that's where your cortisol levels are. Then they turn on their phones, they start watching the news, they check all the videos they are being sent on WhatsApp, and especially nowadays, that's just insane. So you build more pressure on already existing fear or on already existing high cortisol levels. So my first part is actually do a slight workout because it's proven to lower your cortisol levels. Then I go into a short meditation. This is 15 minutes, not much more, because that also is proven to lower your cortisol levels. So now I'm actually set up. I've already sweated. I'm in my body, but I'm in my mind. I'm connected. I then visualize a little bit. And then I grab a book and read for 20 minutes, just because I know myself I won't do that during the day. Now, I'm in the best possible state to then deal with my day. And so the morning ritual for me is absolutely vital and of essence. The second thing for me would be gratitude. Notice, what the stuff brings up, but stay grateful. So you keep your focus on what is good. It keeps your vibration high. And the third one is stay present. Stay present with what is happening, because so many of us are now entering the land of fear, which I completely understand. Where's my business going? Do I still have an income tomorrow? Am I going to get sick? Will I ever be able to touch anyone else? I'm a single, so I'm missing some human connection, for instance. But stay present with what is right now and not as what's happening tonight, tomorrow, in 4 weeks' time. So this is what I would do and what keeps me in the vortex. And if I don't do this, it can get a very slippery slope.
I know what you mean, and I love the idea of a morning routine. I have my own, you have yours, very similar elements. It's so powerful. And Guido, I know a lot of people right now are afraid of losing their job or have even lost their job already. A lot of entrepreneurs are struggling right now. So, what are three things that you do specifically right now to advance your business, of course, but also your life at these turbulent times?
The first thing would be what I just said, to keep yourself in the vortex. Why is that so vital? Because when we spiral downwards or when we enter the panic, what happens is we shut all doors to new possibilities. Now, I had these conversations. People are telling me, "Oh, you just put your pink glasses on, and and you just want to see what's nice," and or even fighting back, going, "How can you meditate if you know your livelihood is missing, is breaking away?" And I say that these are exactly, especially the times we have to take care of ourselves in that way, because otherwise we shut the door to new possibilities and flow won't be able to happen. I strongly believe these times provide a massive amount of new opportunities, but we have to make sure we're open to this. So this is one point. The next one is connect. Reach out to people. Make sure you're not going through this alone. I know this from you and me and from our friends and our network around us. We reach out and we have these conversations every day. How do you feel? What does it do to you? And to hear that other people might go through the same fears is good. And other people saying, actually, I still think this is positive in the long run, even if it's scary now. But also make sure that you don't go into a group of indulging in everything that could go wrong, because that is an absolute no-go. And again, that will shut the door to new possibilities. So that would be my advice. And connect to the people that matter to you and connect to your clients. Reach out. The one thing I really love at the moment is almost everybody especially I adore on the internet, people I follow, everybody is giving out free stuff at the moment. And they don't seem to be thinking about selling. And I think that will come naturally and organically afterwards. And the moment is, how do we get through this together as a community, as a human race? And that is what I feel so strongly, that everybody's saying, this is my expertise. I can help you stay in the vortex. I can keep you in the flow. The next one says, I know how you train your body, even if you have to stay in your living room. The next one says, I can teach you meditation or breathing. So, breath work. So everybody's just chipping in on leveling us all up. And I love this at the moment.
Yeah. It's so important what you're saying, especially now, right? I mean, where a lot of us are actually at home, right? So, and where it might sometimes feel a little bit lonely, right? It's most important actually to have valuable, precious conversations, right? So, like the conversation we are having right now, right?
Exactly.
So, and also I know that you are taking a lot of time right now to reach out to your clients, to support them, to catch up with people, right? I mean, some people say, yeah, but do they really want to hear from me right now? They might be busy with their own stuff. What is the response on your side when you are reaching out to people, just as an encouragement for everyone being here with us?
People love it. They want you to reach out, because I was in a very peculiar situation anyway, because I had taken myself out for a few months. I was traveling, I was doing something else, and now I came back. So I was about to reach out anyway. And now I didn't reach out to make a sales call. I reached out to say, listen, I've been away for a while. How about we catch up for half an hour, 1 hour? I said, let's grab a virtual coffee. This is not a coaching call, and just see where I can tell you what's been happening to me. I love to hear what's been happening to you. And people are so grateful, because our brains are racing at the moment, and to have a fruitful conversation, not a coaching conversation, but just an inspiring conversation. Everybody wants it.
Yeah, that's
That
so
was my
true.
experience.
Yeah, same here. And also, this is why actually we created the HeartPowered Global Nation community as well, right? So, Guido, you and I, we are members of the Network for Transformational Leaders. You're also now part of our HeartPowered Global Nation, right? What does it mean to you to be part of communities like this at this point and reach out to people in this way?
more and more it becomes clear to me that that is everything. We need to connect. That is why I think it's such an interesting time where we're seemingly asked to not connect. As in, we can't physically connect, but we can't go at each other anymore. And people who usually were working against each other suddenly, like politicians, parties, are all saying, well, let's just put all that BS aside and let's take care of what's really important. So I think we have to wake up. For me, this is a massive wake-up call on so many different levels. And we have to wake up and see we have to go through life again hand in hand.
Yeah, so important. And that's why we created this heart-powered global nation, because I feel like we shouldn't only connect from mind to mind, we need to connect from heart to heart, right? I mean, now is the time to actually really inspire each other, motivate each other, hold the space for each other, right? A lot of us as entrepreneurs, we hold a space for our tribes, have a place where the space is held for us. Share advice, share support, share concrete knowledge. I think it's the perfect time for that. And we also created it and called it Global Nation, because I think that right now a lot of governments make decisions that are very national, and it's normal in these times, right? And still, I feel it's time to actually let go of boundaries, right? It's time for us to come together, no matter where we are from, no matter what background, no matter what country, right? As our friend Runa would say, step out of our boxes and just come together. Perfect time for that.
Isn't it also interesting how the borders are closed? I mean, we are confined in our countries, and I feel how much I'm longing to go to Holland, to Belgium, to reach out to my friends, the people I want to have near me, but with a completely new conscience. And so that is, it's beautiful to see, and I hope it's not going to take too long until I get to experience that again.
That's what we all hope, right? And I grew up in Eastern Germany. I grew up in a country where the borders were closed, right?
Yes.
So for me, when I grew up as a child, it was normal, and then it was like as if a cage was open and the bird Monique started to fly out. And I've been in pretty much almost all continents, and now again, being actually in our homes again is making it even harder when you've known freedom before, right? And and still I feel that with connections like the one we have right now, the conversation we have right now, being part of our community and connecting with people and seeing that everyone is human. I saw yesterday an interview of a pretty successful sportsman, and he was wearing a t-shirt where it was saying, united in humanity. And it touched my heart, and I said, that's exactly why we created this heart-powered global nation community, to bring all of you together, to connect, to exchange, to support each other, especially in these times. And one of our theme, as you know, is that we help people to actually bring their speaking and bring their business, and bring it out there in a greater way and grow it and scale it. And now is the time to do it online, right? So yes, connect with Gido, connect with us in this community. We're going to share the link with you in the video so you can see it. Join us there. So Gido, just to round off our conversation, what would you say? What is the one thing you recommend everyone that is here with us right now to do today in a concrete way, or to be today in a concrete way, to just really, sail the waters in the best way and turn the current challenges into the greatest opportunity for all
Can I
of
make
us?
it 3 short things?
You can, go ahead. I'm curious.
Well, the major question is, especially if you are in those industries and you're now looking at, it seems like your business is not working the way it used to work. The one big question, and that I often hear you ask, is how can I support you? Because very often we are in this mindset, okay, I have to do this and I have to do this because people expect that from me. And again, reach out and ask, how can I support you at this moment? Because people will tell you. The second part is then stay open to the ideas, to your own ideas, because very often it will ask you, oh, you might, go online and present online, or take your astrology course or reading and do that online, or hold your speech online. And what I see 95% of the time, people are shutting that down because it's just not in their land of possibilities. Where I say, because I've been in that situation about 8-10 years ago when I was asked to take stuff online or on the phone, and I resisted so much. And the moment I've done it, luckily, 80% of my clients were online. So, and the third thing is stay daring, because when you have these ideas, stay open, and then get daring that you actually just try it. You'll be surprised of how people react. Because the big problem is you think how people will react, and I guarantee you they will react differently.
Yeah, instead of being critical, they love it because you're going to give them a gift that comes from your heart. It's such powerful advice. Love it, Gido. I know quite a few of everyone that's here with us would love to know, how can I actually connect with Gido? Where can they find you?
Nowadays, the easiest way would actually be Instagram. That is the channel that I use the most, where I keep you updated throughout my day. I do a bit of silly stuff during the day sometimes, just to keep, just to say we're all human. We're all at home. Do I cut my hair myself now? That kind of stuff. But where I also put all my content out. So Instagram would be the best, or you just Google my name and you land on my website.
Wonderful. Thank you, Gido. Thank you for being with us at this short and crisp and very inspiring, heart-powered, inspiring interview. It's been wonderful to have you, and I'm blessed to call you a great friend. All of you, again, engage with us, also connect with Gido in our heart-powered Global Nation community, and find him on Instagram. You always going to be inspired when you have a look and check in with him there. Okay. Have a wonderful day, Gido, and everyone else, go rock it, stay positive, vibrant, joyful, serve, and take up some of the hints and tips that Gido shared with us. So I'll definitely do that. See you soon.
Thank you.